Fingers on buzzers!
Do it.
Let's do it.
How's it going, YouTube? It's Undying Art, bringing you another figure review. Today I bring you the Twtoys Black Warrior, aka the G.I. Joe Retaliation Snake Eyes. So up close and personal Snake Eyes, here is the helmet. I'm so glad that the second film gave him a more clean looking helmet, because the original was like a mask, but you could see his mouth. It was really weird. I do like the updated outfit. It's a lot more like a tactical, realistic, as opposed to like the just almost spandex that he had in the first film. And he does come with quite a few accessories, but as you can see there, he's got a pistol already in the holster. I attached the pouch and one of the knives, and the other knife was there, and I also gave him his sword. So he's basically kitted up with as much as the stuff he can, and I'll get into the accessories later. But I like the weathering on the armour. It's like a subtle bluish grey, and I think they basically just tried to copy the Hot Toys figure and shrunk it down. The arm guards look good, so do the van braces or gauntlets. And on the back, as you can see, lovely little details of all the straps and stuff, and this is real fabric. And I suppose you could slide it out if you want to, but I'm not going to because it might be a pain to get it back in. And then standard like cargo pants for the bottom. His sword just fell out. And then some nice sculpted boots for his feet. And I will say, he is quite a tall figure and quite skinny. Kind of feels like it's me in a suit. So, getting on to accessories, he comes with a pair of open palm hands, as you can see. He comes with a pair of really far open hands, so this is for like, actually I can't really think of them, expressive hands. Comes with a pair of fisticuffs. Again, nice dry brushing to the gauntlets, similar to the chest pad. Pair of trigger finger hands for holding the firearms, and lastly a pair of gripping hands for gripping the sword. I don't know if it's just mine, but they have got a really tight grip on it, so in order to get the sword in the hand I have to heat up the hands to make them more pliable. So he also comes with the Arashikage sword that he gets from his master. I think this is the one that's made from carbon fibre, if I remember correctly. I can't actually remember the film very well, but I do remember this is like a special sword, so to speak. Then we'll remove this sword from his sheath. I think it's die-cast metal, it feels like it. With the Arashikage symbol, and a nice design to the handle, very movie accurate. And a really nice shine to the blade. I think this is the coolest thing about die-cast swords, is they just capture the light so beautifully. Just like a real sword. Make sure I put it in the right way, which I haven't done. Then we'll take a look at one of his knives. Here's one of his knives. Very simple, quite a short blade, but I suppose it's more of a throwing knife as opposed to a knife you use in your hand. I'll turn up the brightness for this. Got nice detail, like fairly plain paint wise, with just a little red dot, but not a red dot as in a attachment, I just mean a red dot on the gun. I think it does slide if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't. It doesn't slide like some Mezcos do, but it looks like it does. That's pretty cool. Is there a removable magazine? There is a removable magazine with the bullet painted inside. I'll put that back on his back in the holster. And then lastly, for accessories, he comes with a pair of Uzis or Mac 10s, depending on what you want to call them. They've got the exact same detail, with a folding stock, foregrip, so you can have it down if you want to, or you can have him holding it dual wield. The suppressor does not come... Oh, it does. Oh my god, I forgot about that. The suppressor does come off, which is a very neat detail. And as you just saw, or maybe you didn't, the magazine just fell out. And then again, the magazine does have the bullet painted in. You just slide that in. And voila, you have your Uzi. And I completely forgot the suppressor comes off. That's a very, very cool attention to detail. And lastly, for accessories, he comes with a pretty cool base with a dynamic stand. And you can remove... You can slide out the drawer so you can store all your accessories in here, except the other sword, while you have them posed on the shelf, which is pretty cool storage option. Get into articulation, his head is on a really nice ball joint. Never mind, just decapitated him. So get into articulation, his head, I shall remove his sword first. His head is on a full 360, although I don't know why you'd want to, because again, humans can't be doing that. You can look up, not much, and you can look down, not much, without decapitating him, which I've done 3 times now, but you haven't seen. Decent tilt, but with the added articulation of the neck, before decapitating him you can get good tilt, but you are moving this entire chest harness rig, so to speak. The shoulder pads will get in the way, so I'm not sure how they're attached. They're attached by a bit of string inside the chest with glue on the shoulder pad. Glue to the shoulder pad, I should say. So the arms do get out quite a bit. There is a butterfly joint. They do get quite a nice bit forward, but you can start to see the flesh wrist peg. That really can't be. If I move the wrist pad, unfortunately the shoulder pad does get, the shoulder pad does get in the way, bicep pad does get in the way of articulation. But he does have double jointed, it just doesn't work, but he does get 90 degrees. Surely I can get a bit more than that if we play with it around. A bit past 90. Knock his pouch off, and then torso grip. Torso grip? What the hell am I saying? Ab crunch. It's kind of a decent bit down, but it does try and bounce back up. And his other knife's just fallen out of his sheath. Does get quite a bit back. And nice tilt. Actually no, it's not nice tilt. I don't know whether it's the cloth getting in the way or whether my body's just really stiff, but I just decapitated him again. This is a fun review. Now for his legs, they kick out not too much. They kick back. They don't kick back. They probably would go out quite far, but the sheaths will get in the way, the holsters. Yeah, like really good articulation, but probably not for this side because of the knife holster. Although you can move out of the way, maybe you could get it. Let's see how far I can do the splits. Wow, that's very good for a soft goods figure. And I'm going to remove this pouch because A, I don't know where it goes, and B, it's getting in the way. Double jointed knees, and then there's a ball joint in the foot, but it's sculpted so you don't get much in the way of articulation. On to size comparisons, here he is with the Twtoys White Warrior, aka Retaliation Storm Shadow, and on the right we have the G.I. Joe classified, I can't remember what it's called, the exclusive one that comes with the weapon rack, etc. And I have painted him up to look a little bit more detailed. And as you can see, this Snake Eyes is taller than both Storm Shadow and the G.I. Joe Classified, so it's definitely better for more Mezco figures. And for some more size comparisons, here he is with some more like ninja type characters. Here he is the Mezco Daredevil that I recently got. Absolutely love this figure, although stood next to Storm Shadow he looks like a midget. And then we also have the Mezco Iron Fist, which I repainted / dyed a darker green. And lastly, for size comparisons, I can't find my SH Figure Arts Punisher, so here he is the Marvel Legends mascot Punisher, and my SH Figure Arts Season 3 Mandalorian. So overall, a pretty cool figure. I'm pretty sure you can get them for fairly cheap nowadays, probably about £30–40 if you're looking in the right places. So I would recommend him if you can get him for £40–50, but I do think the retail, which was like 85 or something, is a bit too much. It does look really cool, so if you really like Snake Eyes, maybe do pick him up. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the photos at the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.